Why some experts want to keep you stuck in betrayal trauma. It's so important to get the right help. And I'm going to show you what good help is and what bad help is in this video. So check it out. I've treated sex addiction and betrayal trauma for almost 15 years. In fact, I've actually seen the development of betrayal trauma treatment. It's changed drastically through the years. Many things work and many things don't work. But there's a really interesting thing that's happening that I'm seeing. And that's that people are being drawn in thinking they're getting help when in fact they're actually getting hurt by the help that they're getting. I'm going to show you how people get drawn into the wrong help for betrayal trauma. And I'm also going to show you how to fix it. And it might be kind of hard, but I'm going to show you how and why you need to do it. Before I talk to you about the issue and what's going on, I want you to stop for a second and ask yourself this question. When it comes to betrayal trauma, what is healing? What does it actually feel like? If you're struggling and suffering, maybe you're just starting in your journey of recovery from betrayal trauma. What do you want as you work through this? What's your goal? Throughout this video, we're going to talk about what healing really feels like and what is the opposite of that. I'm going to give you a secret, and a lot of people won't say this, but as a therapist, I've run a private practice. I've built a big business with a lot of therapists that work for me. And I know something that is not okay, but a lot of therapists do it. That when somebody comes in with betrayal trauma, that I can validate their pain. I can validate their pain to levels where they feel like, finally, somebody understands me. And if I throw the sex addict under the bus and I talk about how horrible he is and how awful he is and why he's not okay, it can get people to sign up for my programs because they feel validated in their pain with betrayal trauma. Now, your pain when it comes to betrayal is valid. Absolutely, you should be hurt and sad and angry and all of those things. But if I just use that validation to draw you into my programs and my platform, then I'm not helping you. I know of many groups. The reason I know this is I've heard it from many clients where you go to a group and it's just about staying a victim. It's about staying stuck behind the other person, talking about how horrible they are, why they're not okay, why they need to change. And although it feels validating because you're stuck in a tough relationship with a person who's really difficult, it doesn't help you move forward. So the validation might feel good, but after a while, it's not going to feel good if you're not getting better. There may be nothing more painful than betrayal. Nothing could be harder to go through in life. So it's important that you feel like somebody gets you. But I know of several programs and platforms where the people who are running them are people with an axe to grind who aren't healthy themselves. They want to punish somebody. They want to say how stuck you are because your partner is so bad. Now, I'm not minimizing what the partner has done. Sex addicts are tricky. They're manipulative. They gaslight. They do all kinds of things in a relationship that are not okay. And those things are absolutely not okay. But focusing just on the sex addict in order for you to get better will keep you stuck on that focus and you won't be able to move forward yourself. Programs that keep you stuck will dehumanize and degrade your partner. They will talk about them as if they're just an addict and not a human, just an abuser, just a horrible person. Another thing they'll do is they'll promote victim speak in their groups and in their programs of just talking about what a victim you are. They promote coldness and stonewalling. There's a huge difference between healthy boundaries and what a really healthy boundary is and stonewalling your partner. These programs promote disconnection as far as you possibly can go in a cold way, an energetically cold way. They say that it protects you and that it's good for you. But the fact of the matter is boundaries are good for you. Healthy, powerful Boundaries where you're showing up in your authenticity is good for you. Not coldness, not with a hardened heart, not with a heart at war. So you can have boundaries to protect you, but still have a heart at peace at the same time. If I got in a car accident and somebody hit me from behind and it was completely their fault and I got whiplash, guess what? They couldn't go to the physical therapist and get better for me. They hit me. They're the ones that did this to me. But now I have a responsibility. My responsibility is to heal myself. And for me to heal myself, I need to go do some pretty uncomfortable, hard work at physical therapy. It's not fair. It's not fair at all. But I still have to do my own work. Think of that word responsibility. My ability to respond to what has happened to me. So with betrayal trauma, a lot of times these programs do not want to tell you that you have a responsibility to heal. It's easier to just validate you where you're at. They don't want you to run the other way because they know that saying to you, having responsibility to heal might be a hard thing to hear in that moment. I'm willing to say it. Now, I'm not willing to say it because I want to defend the sex addict and the person that's hurt you. That's not why I'm saying this. I'm not on their side. I don't want to excuse any of their behavior or anything like that. I'm saying this because I care about you. I want to empower you. I don't want you to stay stuck in the pain and the hurt from the betrayal. I'm going to tell you what to look for in order to get the right help. There are certain things that you can really notice and see that is the right help. But before I do, if you're having some triggers and you're having some feelings about what I'm talking about, I'd love to see your comments below, and please like and subscribe. First thing to look for if you're getting treatment for betrayal trauma is that the betrayal trauma content is not all about the partner. So in my programs, we talk about betrayal trauma and we talk about what the partner has done in order to cause the pain. We go there, but we don't stay there for very long. We then start to talk about what you can do in order to heal from that betrayal trauma. Look at the people who are following the platform or in the treatment. So just notice who is resonating with the message. If they are people who are stuck and want to stay stuck, then that's probably what you're going to get from that platform and from that message that they're trying to give you. So just don't judge the other people, but just notice the feeling that you're getting from being around that content and those messages. It's important that the leader themselves is healthy and taking responsibility for their own life, that they're not grinding an axe, that they're not bringing people into their programs and their products because they have something to prove. So notice who you're listening to. Are they actually living what they're preaching? Are they taking responsibility for their life? Notice to see if there's real examples of testimonials of actual healing. Let's talk about healing again. I brought that up at the beginning. Healing is peace. Healing is acceptance. Healing is moving forward. Healing is knowing who you really are. Healing isn't staying a victim. It's not staying stuck. It's not just getting validation in the pain. So look to see if there's examples of people who have been through the program or follow the platform who actually are healing. Lastly, and maybe the most important thing to look for, is that love is getting created in the message, not just fear. That it leads to connection. I'm not saying it leads to staying married, but it leads to connection to God, self, and others. It doesn't lead to stonewalling, thick walls, isolation, and loneliness, but you actually feel support and connection. If you found this video helpful, then you're gonna really resonate and like my course, Healing After Your Heart's Been Shattered. It walks you through what you can take responsibility for and how you can get better.